Very good evening, dearest friends from Finland, and welcome into our meditation upon preparation for the reappearance of the Christ. Let me just look, do I translate today? Okay, maybe not. Let us see. So, as said, we warmly welcome you into this meditation, which is one of the most important works by Master DK, preparing us for the coming of the great avatar, the avatar of love, the Christ, our eldest brother. And that's why we should create and cultivate very deep relationship with this great one. Let us start with the book of the Reappearance of the Christ. And I'm going to read now from that chapter that we have been working already, but I thought because there has been now some time already. So let us start to read from the chapter 4 and about the Christ and his future work and the work of today. It's always very good for us to remind ourselves. And it is also somewhat uplifting us every time when we hear the words by the Master. So this is coming from the page 60. Oh no, this is, from the page 60, from the book, The Reappearance of the Christ. The work of the Christ today and in the future. We have seen that the doctrine of great appearances and of the coming of avatars of world teachers or saviors underlies all the world religions. Through them, the continuity of revelation is implemented, and humanity is enabled each successive age to take its next step forward along the path of evolution closer to God. And that divine center in which the will of the one in whom we live and move and have our being, as Saint Paul expressed it in Acts, is focused, understood, and directed. We have touched upon the mission of two of these avatars, the Buddha, the messenger of light for the East, and the Christ, the messenger of love for the West, and their work for the entire world. We have also considered the unique opportunity with which Christ is today faced, and the response he made in 1945 when he signified his intention to reappear and gave the great invocation to us as an aid in the preparatory work with which we are immediately confronted. It would seem appropriate at this point to consider the nature of the work which he will do, and also the teaching which he will probably give. The fact of the continuity of the revelation and teaching given down the ages entitles us to a wise consideration and spiritual speculation upon the probable lines which his work will take. Over the years, much has been given out from many sources, schools of thought and churches about the Christ, the situation which he faces, and the probabilities as to his reappearance. Disciples, aspirants, and men of goodwill have done much already to prepare the world for his so-called return. Today, the East and the West stand equally expectant. As we approach the theme of his work, it is essential that we remember that the Eastern teacher embodied in himself the wisdom of God, of which human intelligence, the third aspect of divinity, is an expression. That through Christ, the second divine aspect was revealed in its perfection, and in him two aspects, therefore light and love, received full expression. It remains now for the highest of the divine aspects, the will of God, to receive embodiment, and for this the Christ is preparing. The continuity of revelation may not stop, and upon what other expressions of the divine nature may still later be revealed, it is needless for us to speculate. The uniqueness of the impending mission of the Christ and the uniqueness of his opportunity consist in the fact that he is able in himself to give expression to the divine energies. The energy of love and the energy of will. The magnetic potency of love and the dynamic effectiveness of the divine will. Never before in the long, long history of humanity has such a revelation been possible. It's good for all of us, really. Take this within for us. What type of the work is going to be for him, and to what he's going to be preparing himself. Bringing to humanity the energy of love and the energy of will. And as we remember that 2000 years ago, he was the one, the first one on this planet. And in the earth chain, that he was able to anchor the divine will already 2000 years ago. But now his work is going to be very much about it, to really manifest and establish these two things, these two energies, the energy of love and the energy of will. And we all are in that work. When we read the Tibetan, we hear so many times by him that he is emphasizing about that this is the most important work for all of us. We all are called upon in the inner planes before our birth to become coming in a larger sense as the group, and to try to learn to fit to this coming work. And now when we have the 25, until that time, until the end of the period of the forerunner, hierarchy is following all of us. The Christ has his eyes upon us and studying us to what kind of work we are then going to be fitted or fitting, and how sensitive we are to recognize his vibrations, how we are responding to his loving mind and heart. Are we then capable of really working closely with him? That is for all of us to ponder upon and to really truthfully answer to ourselves. So dear friends, now we will go into the meditation, but I just tell you that there has been thunderstorms here, and the internet connection has been disappearing. So now I'm reading, or the modem looks like that it has been damaged, and so I'm using my mobile as a modem. So if there would happen anything that I'm fading out, I really try to come back immediately. But then, Michael, I'm asking you to be there on guard that if anything happens, so then somehow you have to finish the meditation. But I hope that this link will hold and we are able to have our meditation. And that's why I'm not using music everywhere. I just have now without music, and in one point I will put it on the background. So let us hope it will carry on. And Michael, please report me if it is cutting then, so then I stop the music, because it demands more space when we also stream music. So these are the little challenges today. But
you sound great right now.
Okay, good. Thank you. So let us start. Alignment. Let us all breathe white light. And after achieving alignment, the inner poise, see each of your co-disciples in that light. And also your sisters and brothers in this meditation. And I'm reading the names: Michael, Anne, Maria, Catherine, Ellen, Francois, Georgina, Heike, Kathleen, Maria Christina, Michelle, Nienke, Rosita, and a guest, and Tuija. Focus now on your own triangles, and visualize the flow of love and goodwill passing between your members of your triangle or triangles. Stage 1, meditation. Achieve a positive and intended personality quietness. Formulate clearly to yourself, in your own words, the answers to the following questions. 1. As a member of the new group of observers, what is your specific and fixed intention at this moment of dedicated contact with your soul? 2. Is your concentrated and expressed personality purpose in line with hierarchical intention as far as you are permitted to know it? 3. Question to yourself. Have I, in my own personal daily life, earned the right because of definite effort and not so much because of success, to stand with those servers who are now undertaking the work of preparation? 'This is the one time in the meditation where you think of yourself, and it is here because it is a method of personality, focused attention, and aligns your personality upon the mental plane. Stage 2. Having answered these 3 questions in the light of the soul, then say with emphasis, forgetting the things which lie behind, I will strive towards my higher spiritual possibilities. I dedicate myself anew to the service of the coming one, and will do all I can to prepare men's minds and hearts for that event. I have no other life intention. Stage 3. Visualize now the world situation as best you can and in terms of your major world interest and with what knowledge of world affairs you may possess. See the mass of men everywhere glowing with a dim light. And here and there points of brighter light where members of the new group of world servers and men of spiritual intention and of loving hearts are working for their fellow men. Now visualize through the creative imagination the vivid light of the hierarchy. See it streaming towards humanity. And slowly merging with the light which is already in humanity. And now say the first stanza of the great invocation. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. Now ponder upon the reappearance of the Christ and realize that no matter by what name he may be called in the many world religions, he is still the same great identity. Reflect and speculate upon the possible results of his appearance. we question when the Christ will come. The knowledge that he is ready and anxious publicly to appear to his loved humanity only adds to the sense of general frustration. And another very vital question arises. For what period of time must we endure, struggle, and fight? The reply comes with clarity. He will come unfailingly when a measure of peace has been restored, when the principle of sharing is at least in process of controlling economic affairs, when churches and political groups have begun to clean house, then he can and will come. Then the kingdom of God will publicly recognized and will no longer be a thing of dreams and of wishful thinking and orthodox hope. Let us say the second stanza of the great invocation. From the point of love, within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ return to earth. Endeavor to concentrate your fixed intention to serve and to spread love in your surroundings. Realize that in so far as we can do these things, we are attempting to blend our personal will with the divine will. Let us imagine that his army is growing and the love pouring through his sacred heart is touching every single sentient being. We visualize that the group is standing firm and protect the future of Earth, the future of humanity. And let us say the third stanza. From the center where the will of God is known, Let purpose guide the little wheels of men, the purpose which the masters know and serve. Practical plans. Let us consider practically what we can do in the coming week to further the preparations for the coming of the Christ. Let us remember that we are part of a group of working forerunners who are called at this time to act and to do their part in the plan. In the presence of the angel, let us make a definite plan for the coming week and determine how we are going to help in the preparations. And we can write that plan down. So let us have a few minutes of contemplation. Let us now respond to the vibrations of the Christ. And let us commit ourselves in His name. And let us say together, we have gathered in your name, Lord Maitreya, be with us. Let us merge in His presence and welcome Him into our hearts. Closing text. The major task of the goodwill work is threefold. 1. It must mobilize world goodwill. 2. It is responsible for the distribution of the message, the reappearance of the Christ, and for a great deal of the work preparatory to His coming. And 3. It must aid in drawing the attention of the masses, as far as may be, to the problems of humanity, and thus help create the thought form of solution. Closing Om. Let us now sound the Om 3 times, dedicating the threefold personality to the work of preparation. Thank you, dearest friends. Thank you for your participation and your lovely presence. Tomorrow we will continue on the dissipating clamor meditation. And that is going to be at the same time. So lots of love to everybody and have a great day, morning, evening, whatever is your time zone. We wish you from here, from Finland, good night. Bye bye for